Over the last 6 weeks, I've compared and personally tested over 20 different AI visibility tools with the goal to find out what are the best fit solutions to help you get visibility on news chat answer engines like ChatGPT and Perplexity and Google's AI overviews. As part of this research, I recently had a talk with Nazareno Castro Bay, one of the founders of RankPrompt. This is one of these new AI SEO tools that have popped up recently that help you get visibility on your AI answer engines and gives you actionable insights on what you can do to improve your visibility. In the conversation, you'll see Nazareno really highlighted a few features like reporting, agency ability to customize reporting based on geolocation. He showed me a content creator that you can create content right there in the tool. And one of the most interesting features I saw was actually the ability to send emails for external outreach, sending emails to people who may be referencing your website, making sure that you can actually get more citations off page. A lot of interesting features. I would say the killer feature that you would want to watch to the end of this video to see is actually the ability to influence those external citations on other websites. There's some super interesting stuff that Nazareno just recently added into the tool. You'll see it right there. And you can see that this is something that is quite different from anything else you've seen in AI visibility tools. So RankPrompt is definitely one to watch. Look through the highlights. Let me know in the comments below what you think.
Okay, so this is RankPrompt. Basically, we're trying to build a tool that, I mean, we changed the website. We changed the website this week. We updated the website. So we have AI monitoring, content generation, some integrations with WordPress to publish automatically, scheduling, and we have an enriched version of citations. That's so far what we have. We are a little bit different than others in terms of we don't track prompts like we add this prompt here. We do reports. We generate reports and they can be static or scheduled. If they're static, you can, these ones are all scheduled because they have like here, and these ones are manual basically, right? So the manual ones, you can see them like this and you can share it if you want to or whatever. Like it's one snapshot that it's great for audits, for example, or things like that. And here you will see like the different prompts and you can go deeper. I really like this view, honestly, because you can read everything that you want. You have the entities that we also, okay, this one is an older report, but basically we categorize the competitors as well in the indirect, direct, AI platform or whatever. You can see the entities mentioned here, the citations by clicking here. Then we have a competitors ranking that is basically a ranking that you can see there. But if you click here, you can see a comparison one-to-one with one click. And you can, we also have different categories. So basically this will change based on the category. So you can quickly see the difference there, right? We have okay, so citations. We have some sort of personalized citation, AI suggestions based on, we scrape your website and we give you suggestions from there. And that's a little bit of how the reports work.
Yeah.
Now, if you create a new report,
Who's the typical user of the reports? Is it like more of an in-house role or is it agency? Who's the ones who are really using them?
So our highest paying ones are agencies, like smaller agencies, more boutique agencies, you know, like more like that. But we also have brands. The idea right now, I'm actually working a lot on the ICP. I think I'm going to go full on boutique agencies. But also we have another thing that is pretty nice for them, that it's the white label reporting as well. You can upload your logo, whatever, and you can select what sections you want to like generate a PDF from, and you can basically put your logo there and white label basically that thing. Then the other thing is when you create a report, you can create it in the United States or you can also do local SEO. Like this is interesting because how we generate the prompts change a lot based on this. Like for example, if we added, this one is a franchise that for context, we also own other agencies. Like we have two other agencies and this is one client of ours. Like Toastic is a franchise and it has a lot of locations. So one feature that we really wanted to use is being able to track multiple locations without being a mess, basically. So we added this feature in which for SEO, for local SEO, if you schedule a report, you click on locations and you will see all of these different locations, right? If you do just one click, you can add another location, like for example, Los Angeles, I don't know. You click here and you will see like how the prompts are replaced automatically. You duplicate it, and now maybe I'm already tracking Los LA, but yeah, basically how it works. Let me see another one because I know here it is. LA.
Yeah. So just so I get it right. So if I had a client who's like a juice shop who has different kind of fresh juice locations across the country, I could create a scheduled report where the visibility is broken down per city.
Yes.
Okay.
And you can do that
Seen this one
also
before.
per country if you want to. Like, yeah. Another thing, we have website analytics. We connect with Search Console and also with Google Analytics itself. So it gives you like some insights more related to AI traffic itself. So if you go to AI traffic alone, you can see like all the sessions for all the different bots and your top pages that are basically, yeah, scrolled by, not scrolled, but this is actually traffic from your website. And we also use this for the whenever we generate prompts and things like that, we generate better prompts with that based on impressions, volume, and all of that. The other very cool feature that we have is that one of the biggest reasons why ChatGPT and all of this measure your brand. I mean, I think that you have like three main pillars in order to appear, and that's a key thing. We don't want to be a monitor tool. We want something that you can actually take action. First is on page, basically trying to understand who your ICP is, try to write down and make understand, like doing like many pages, more like, for example, on our end, if we're going after AI visibility topic, for example, let's go for AI visibility topic for local SEO agencies, for example, things like that. That's one part of it, right? That's okay. That's on page, what you can do to your homepage. Then you have like the blog that you can do like listicles that we already know that works really, really well. Our content generation tool is basically trying to do that. It's integrated with the app, and if you want to compare, you can do like, for example, I take one of the competitors from our reports and we do whatever we want here. Then you can copy and paste it or whatever. That's one side. The other side is actually being mentioned in third-party websites, right? And to do that, a lot of businesses and a lot of other, all the businesses are basically pushing out these listicles. And something I built on my end is basically a scoring for all of these citations. So basically here we have a scoring from 0 to 100. All of these that are from 0 to 100 are basically like the top citations that you should be on. And here we can either analyze it or create an email campaign on its own. And you can send the emails with the platform. Basically, here we can analyze, if we wanted to, we can analyze these 30, for example, right? We analyze them, and what we're doing here is we're scraping all of this for more information, and we tell you if your brand is mentioned or is not mentioned in that article in particular, right? Then, once it's finished, we can actually find the contacts. First, we do like a cascade mode in which we try to find the author, like the main source. Then we try to find, you see here, editorial, listicle, company, listicle, and we're mentioned here, for example, but we're not mentioned in the other ones. So here, let me see. If I search for toast stick, here we are. Very nice. That's working. So we have mentioned, and also we have this stat that basically it tells you how many times this citation is being picked with like across all the platform, basically. And this is for your brand, right? And you can see it over time. So this is a way for you to balance like which one is important and which is less important to be on.
Yeah.
Now we can go and find the contacts, right? Let's remove the one that I'm already mentioned on this one. like this, and I can go and find the contacts with one click. I go and find all the contacts, and this is like the tedious way of doing it. I'm going to show you like the automated side of it, which is pretty cool because that's how you scale, and that's actually how I met you at the same time. I use this same tool for myself for RankPrompt, and that's how I felt like, okay, this is pretty insane. Yeah, we can basically generate campaigns from this in autopilot, and this is how like the Avengers play together, like all the different parts of the app, because now you can schedule you create a report, right? You schedule it. Yep. Once you schedule it, you can automatically find the contacts there, and this view here is basically is deduplicating, trying to not duplicate like the citations. So let's say you have one report for one topic, right? You see here, it found all of this, right? We have different tiers. We call them tier 1 to the actual author. Tier 2 is people from the department or related, and tier 3 to tier 6 are like the worst, like sales, ads, and all of those. And so we have tier 1, tier 1, tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. You see, like all of these are relevant emails. So now what we can do is basically select here, and we create a campaign. We create a campaign from it, and it automatically creates the email templates, the sequence, the contact list, whatever we want with one click. Let me see if it's working, because we've been doing some changes right now, but it should.
Just while it's doing its magic, is this connected to your own inbox as Nazareno, or is it connected to some kind of email automation that has like?
You can connect it to whatever you want.
Email address.
Actually, yesterday we got approved. Like we paid for a Google verification because we had a problem with Google that basically we needed to verify, because if not, as a like an official Google app or something like that, right? So yeah, now you can connect your Gmail account right now, and it sends emails for you. I recommend just to send like 15 emails per day max, or 10, because something like that. If you want, and you want to do this at a higher scale and do it like way more in a safer way, I would suggest you exporting all of these contacts and putting them in Smartlead or Clay or something like that, like something more like that. We're working on an API also that it will make everything way easier. But yeah, you can see this is a static list. We click here and we have all the templates ready to go, basically. So we click here, we have like 3 emails that we send out. We click on continue. We can modify whatever we want here, but we click on continue, backlink outreach, you select the schedule. You see here how I selected Trevor's email in this case. It's one of the co-founders, but 15 daily limits. We click on continue. I don't want to launch it because it's going to start sending the email.
Yeah, that's fine.
But that is how it works. And if you want to do, like, you can create a list, a dynamic list, like manually. This is like going from zero, like starting from scratch, basically. Instead of clicking on generate campaign, there's a more personalized way of doing it. So here you can create a list, and how I mentioned you before, the different tiers. There's a lot of different things that you can do here with the dynamic list, but basically I prefer doing this tier 1 decision makers like this. I create this list, and then I create another one called tier 2. And the idea is to have two campaigns running here. These two mainly. In this way, we can have, like, for these ones, we try to get in the article, or we negotiate something, right? And for this one, it's more for guest posting, opening conversations, and things more like that, like it's more for that. Okay, so this is like the outreach side of it, which I think is really,
This is super cool.
Which I think is pretty cool. And then the other thing is we have also the agent mode. So basically, if you want, you can create reports just by asking these agents. Like, you can go and create a new report, whatever. This is something that we launched also this week or something, but we want to really train this one to do a lot of things. What's nice is that basically we can create like 5 different reports just by asking here. So that's the potential. Also, we can gather the data, and it's trained with all of our resources of the things that we've done with other clients, of the things that work. I need to see where is the help. We have like, I don't know, maybe 35 articles here that actually train this agent as well. So it's a little bit of trying to help a little bit more the users there. As you can see, there's a lot of different things that you can do. The most important things, I think that it's that we work with reports instead of like prompts. We schedule those reports. That gives you like more flexibility on what you want to do, because you can do a lot more stuff, in my opinion. Like if you want to go after one topic. Now the good thing here is that, for example, for my own campaign, if you did AI visibility, that will trigger one type of citations. If I do track ChatGPT responses, those ones will be like completely different citations. So if you really want to scale that side and really get out there, you can do 50 different topics if you want to, or different personas as well. Like you can do how to track Google AI overviews for local businesses, for example, and that will trigger another set of blogs. But I know that we are a little bit over.
Yeah. So tell me, how do you go from prompts to reports? So do you create a kind of a cluster of topics?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
So basically, what it is.
Yeah. Also, another cool feature we have is that we have shortcuts, which is pretty cool. Let's say we go here with ampersand, right? Ampersand is a co-working in Miami. We go here, we do Miami, analyze my brand. I don't think that we're going to analyze the brand right now because we already have the information. We have aliases that you can add sometimes because you have different names, right? We have AI generated categories or topics that you can pull from. You can do, for example, one with 20 prompts only for co-working spaces if you want to. Or you can do another thing more like, I don't know. This one also offers like creative content production services, but let's do co-working spaces and let's do 20 prompts, for example. It will generate 20 prompts related to that topic in particular. So we go here, best co-working space in Miami for creative professionals, what co-working, and all of that. If we want to go a little bit more broad with different ones, let's see, co-working spaces, and I know they have like podcast rooms or something. I don't know exactly how to name it, but podcast rooms. Let's try that one. I don't know. You can add it if you want to there. And let's do 5 prompts each. I don't know if the word is podcast rooms, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, best podcast recording studios in Miami. You see, like it changes a lot, and they are pretty relevant in my opinion. Like they are pretty good. We worked a lot trying to get the best ones here. But the other thing is that you can also add manually whatever you want, and you can bulk upload if you want to here. So this is pretty clear. So you basically pick topics and it recommends prompts for you, and you give the reporting, I suppose, on the topic and maybe on the detail level if you want to click in. How does that impact pricing? Like that's the key question, because I saw you guys price per units. So could you give me context of pricing? How does that work for? We charge basically based on credits, right? We have 3 plans currently. We are thinking about changing it. We are not sure yet, but basically, for analyzing this, like just the basic like reports, it's one credit per prompt analyzed. So that doesn't mean that it's 1 credit per prompt per platform. That means like 1 credit per prompt, and that's it. So I think that's pretty good. We are charging 49, 89, and 149. That's our pricing right now. With the basic, you get 150 credits per month. That's basically, let's say if you have 20 prompts, let's say you have one brand or something like that. You can track it daily if you want to. I don't like tracking it daily because it doesn't make sense to track it daily. I prefer doing it weekly, in a weekly basis, because it makes a lot more sense. But let's say, I mean, it's basic math. We have like one brand with 10 prompts, let's say, in 4 weeks. That's 40 credits. So basically, you could potentially track 3 brands doing that with the basic plan. So I think that's pretty good. Then to find contacts and to categorize and all of that, we charge. Finding emails, actually, we're basically not making money out of it. So it's pretty cheap, and the actual the quality of the image is really, really good. Yeah, that's another good thing, because we're charging. I don't know exactly how much is it, but it's like, I don't know where I have it, but it was like 3 credits per. I need to see it, but basically it's some 3 credits per 10 contacts, something like that. It was it, but it's really, really cheap. Yeah, and then we also charge credits for creating a report or creating content and all of that. This is how it looks. We have everything here that you can change from here. Details. We honestly, this is in beta. We need to improve it a lot, but yeah, that's the vision we have here. Ideally, replacing whatever tool you use to write content, but fueled by RankPrompt's data. That's the idea. That's like the value proposition here. And ideally scheduling over time, because we have a calendar also here that we can see everything that's going on for your brand or something like that. The other thing is we have widgets and personalization here if you want to. This is like, we have widgets for everything, basically. You can see whatever you want in your brand here. Like, let's say your most important thing is citation share and your competitors. So you add it here and you just, I don't know why it's not showing the competitor right now, but it might be a little bit broken, this. No, citation share is okay, yeah. But basically you can change it to whatever you want. You can see the schedule reports, you can increase this if you want to, whatever. This is like a nice to have.
What about agency features like managing multiple accounts?
Yeah, you can add a
separating
brand.
accounts
You can add whatever brand. How like you create a brand just here. You create it, and you have everything is on its own brand basically. So we have all of these brands, right? And you manage it like this. Yeah, you can see everything from here basically. The other thing is, yeah, with the, I wanted to show you the PDF because the PDF is pretty cool also. So let's say I don't think I have a logo. Let me see. AC logo. Okay, this one is from one agency of ours. Natives. Let's go with this one. Oh, actually, I found the House of Jack. So this is House of Jack. Nice. I'm going to upload this one. You see, I upload this logo. I can change the color. Let's say orange. This is a brand. It's not an agency, but I can change the color. I can change the title, AI visibility report, performance. You can add the contact if you want to. And here you can select like all the different sections that you want. If you want, you can, the prompt analysis, you have like, if you hover, you will see like all the different things that it means, basically. Visibility over time, breakdowns, whatever. Save changes. We go here and we select the report that we want to, or we can do, if we have a schedule report, we can actually export like all of that reports. This one is scheduled. I want to do a manual one, like this one, export. And you can see this is what it comes up. I mean, I didn't select the right colors right now, but this is how it looks. You have this performance summary. Yeah, basically like this.
Okay.
With all of the citations. The other thing that you need to take into account is that since we do like, check out how it improve over time. This is crazy. But the most important thing here is that you can create schedule reports as campaigns. So, and you can filter them out however you want. So basically, let's say, and we name them like national and whatever, right? So we just select a manual report and we will automatically select all of these prompts, right? And we create it. But if we have different topics, we have different things that we want to go after, you have the ability to create campaigns similar to paid media in which, or Google Ads or whatever, in which you can separate them in different buckets. I come from the paid media world, so I normally, I like that. It gives you more control. So you have this reported, you export this, right? So let's say you have a different schedule report, you want to schedule the next one, whatever. The other thing that you can do is export the brand itself, because right here you have only report. But if you wanted to actually export like traffic or things like that, or whatever, like things that are at the brand level, right? You can export it. For example, one of our clients wanted to export the AI bot thing from the website. So we added this option in which basically you can export the brand details. Let me see here. Okay, I have the logo there. I want to export this, analytics data, all that, export. And I exported it from here. And you will see like visibility score. If you have any, also we have like some SEO first audits that we have technical audit, lighthouse audit, competitors. It's a nice to have, but yeah. So here is the brand, but here we will have all the Google Analytics summary. We have traffic by AI platform. We have all the data here. Yeah, that's the brand.
That's cool. I think the reporting is pretty clear. I guess my final question in the end of this is what are the features you're most excited about for the next 12 months? What do you think is going to be absolutely
Actually, I want to do something. There is one that I want to develop right away. It's another way of seeing GEO. Whenever you get a new client or whenever you are like, okay, I don't know where I am at right now. The most important thing, I think that it's trying to get ChatGPT to be your best salesman, right? That's the most important thing. But in order to get there, first you need to understand what does ChatGPT knows about you. So instead of doing that, we already do this whenever we, for example, we create a new report, right? And we automatically bring the brand info. All of this is the brand info that ChatGPT knows about our brand in a structured way and all of that, right? Now, I want to go a step further here. And instead of tracking mentions, I want to track, basically, tell me all you know about House of Jack, but across the different AI platforms. From there, gather all the citations and all the information that it uses to get that answer. This is how it works. So we have the different citations, right? And let's say 50% of that is your website, but the other 50% is external sources. So that's a big, big problem because let's say you have outdated information, you have a lot of different things that you can't control right away, and you will also get like the pages of all of it. Yeah. So the idea and the action items here is first you need to fix your own website. Okay, that's okay. If you have like 25% of your own website data there in the citation, first you need to fix your website somehow, or maybe do a small PR push or something to actually, let's say you have a similar brand that is competing for the same name. So maybe doing something to get more cited by your website, right? And the other thing is external sources. You will have a list with all the external sources that you need to reach out to somebody to update, or maybe it's just, let's say it's a profile in Clutch, for example, as an agency. You need to go and update the information there. And you basically, it's trying to be congruent of who you are going after, trying ChatGPT to understand who you are and all of that. That's one low-hanging fruit that we have that I want to do right away. The other thing that I want to do is some sort of like social monitoring tool with Reddit and all of that. Yeah. I already have a prototype working. it's a little bit hard to integrate in a way that it makes sense and all of that, right? But basically it's taking the prompts that you want, that you are missing, for example, or you're there, scraping the data from the top results and seeing if you're mentioned or not, or also analyzing, like adding that step of social monitoring there. And also I want to improve the content generation and adding a schema analyzer also in the SEO audits here, because schema is pretty big. So I want to improve that side of it. With that, I think that you will have like a lot of different tools that actually, if you understand how to use them, they are pretty useful for you to improve your results. The problem is the learning curve that you need to do there, because we are all trying to explore what works best, right? Yeah, I'm trying to understand, okay, we have all of these features. I want to integrate everything with this agent, make it super easy for you to start. Like, okay, you should go and create content about this. Okay, let's do that. Well, I'm kind of, it's like the Avengers. Like we put all of them together and we do something.